After all, it's intriguing and strange for everyone in Kentucky that Nate Ament is going to visit the Hogs. Did you see it? We'll talk about it, but if you're in favor of him coming to the Wildcats, subscribe to the channel. Nate Ament's recruitment has gained another intriguing chapter, and this time it involves a visit that few expected: Arkansas. The five-star wing, considered one of the most coveted talents in the class, was already fiercely contested by Kentucky, Duke, and Louisville. But now the Razorbacks have entered the conversation more seriously. The question is, to what extent can this visit really change the scenario? Ament has always been on the Kentucky Wildcats' radar, and the confidence in Mark Pope's ability to secure this talent should remain intact. Arkansas's entry as a more active competitor may seem like a threat, but at the end of the day, the weight of Kentucky's tradition and sports project remain decisive factors. The team structure, national exposure, and history of developing talent in Lexington still make a difference. It's strange to see Ament take the leap and consider Arkansas at this stage of his recruiting career, especially since the Hogs program hasn't seemed like a likely destination for him up until now. But the nil factor could be playing a role in this change of scenery. With the current model of college basketball, where nil deals can make a difference in players' decisions, Arkansas could be preparing a proposal that's hard to ignore. Still, Mark Pope has done a remarkable job of repositioning Kentucky as a recruiting powerhouse. If anyone can ensure Ament dons the Wildcats blue and white, it's him. The new coaching staff has brought a renewed energy, and Pope's vision for the program has been compelling to several elite prospects. The battle for Nate Ament's commitment is still wide open, and Arkansas's gaining ground adds a dose of unpredictability to the race. Kentucky remains a favorite, however, and fans can trust that Pope will do everything he can to ensure that this great talent makes it to Lexington. After all, in a sport where tradition and NBA prominence speak volumes, few places offer as much as Kentucky. Let's go. Jackson Robinson is one of the 5 finalists for the best small forward in the country. Did you see? The Kentucky Wildcats forward has not only established himself as a central piece on the team led by coach Mark Pope, but he has also secured his place among the 5 finalists for the prestigious 2025 Julius Erving Award, which honors the best power forward in the country. Despite the injury that ended his campaign prematurely, Robinson's consistent performance and resilience have put his name on the national stage. Robinson arrived at Kentucky with a unique background. He had already worked with Mark Pope during his 2 years at BYU. When Pope took over the Wildcats, Robinson was one of the first to embrace the new project in Lexington. His decision proved to be the right one, as he quickly became one of the most reliable figures on the roster. The forward brought versatility, shooting ability, and a competitive mentality that helped shape the team's identity in this transition under Pope. Although the season was cut short by a wrist injury, a torn tendon that will require surgery and months of rehabilitation, Robinson's numbers thus far speak for themselves. In 24 games, he has averaged solid 13 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game, with impressive shooting splits of 43.2% from the field, 37.6% from three-point range, and 76.3% from free throw range. Those numbers, however, have taken on even more shine as the competition has gotten tougher. In 11 SEC games, Robinson has averaged 14.4 points per game, shooting 46.2% from the field, 45.7% from three-point range, and 72.2% from free throw range. That ability to elevate one's game when it matters most is a defining characteristic of great players, and Robinson has proven to be just that. Being recognized as a finalist for the Julius Erving Award is a testament to his impact. He is joined by the likes of Chad Baker-Mazara, Auburn, Cooper Flagg, Duke, Ace Bailey, Rutgers, and R.J. Lewis Jr., St. John's, all of whom are high-caliber athletes. While Flagg, the projected top pick in the upcoming NBA draft, is considered the favorite to win the award. Robinson's presence among the finalists is a monumental feat after all. No Kentucky player has ever taken home the trophy since the award was established 11 years ago. Even if the odds are stacked against him, being among that select group is a victory in itself. In addition, Robinson's trajectory is emblematic of the spirit of renewal that Mark Pope has brought to the program. After years of ups and downs, Kentucky basketball needed a new chapter, and Pope has worked tirelessly to build a new identity. The pre-existing connection between Pope and Robinson was instrumental in establishing that foundation. The forward not only brought experience, but also served as a bridge between the program's past and future. His adaptable style of play and quiet leadership on the court inspired his teammates and gave fans reason to believe in the potential of this new cycle. The injury, while devastating, does not erase the legacy Robinson left in his final college season. He enters the rehabilitation process with a clear goal: to regain full strength in time to impress in the 2025 NBA draft. For a player of his skill and determination, this challenge is just another obstacle to overcome. And while he works behind the scenes to come back even stronger, his contribution to Kentucky will live on in the memories of fans and in the history of the program. Jackson Robinson's season was about much more than individual numbers or awards. It represented the embodiment of a new chapter for Kentucky basketball, marked by resilience, hard work, and the vision of a coach who believes in the potential of his players. Here's to a great future for this guy. What do you think? Comment below.